the illusion of control, right? That's what you have. And the reason that that's there is because feeling like you're in control is a way to ease fear, right? We all have this sort of fear that comes with life because life is finite, death is a specter that hangs over our head. We have this sort of existential fear. As a result, we seek relief from that. Well, the thing that relieves it is feeling like we are in control. That alleviates anxiety because if I'm in control, well, why would I make it bad, right? Makes perfect sense from that perspective. But you're not in control. You never have been, and you never will be. Control is not something you have. Now, your actions do influence outcomes. That's undeniably true. It's also undeniably true that they influence outcomes in an incalculable way. We could not ever possibly determine how our actions influence outcomes, right? The closer you get in time to the action, the more accurate you're going to be, right? Like if I make a choice to pick up a glass of water, my prediction that I'm going to pick up the glass of water is highly probable in that moment. But then as time moves forward, my predictions get less and less reliable, and very quickly, they drop off very quickly. But even that initial one, right, it's not a guarantee. I'm not in control of whether I pick up the glass. At some point, I'm going to miss. I'm going to miscalculate like where my grip needs to be or the distance between me and the glass, and I'm going to hit it and I'm going to knock it off the table. At some point, if I do it enough, that is going to happen. And I don't know which time that will be. You don't either, right? None of us could possibly predict that. And that's why I say, you're not in control. You're not in control of anything. You couldn't predict that. You don't know. So when something happens, it does not make sense to blame yourself for it. It does not make sense to blame anybody else for it either. There is no such thing as blame, at least not in any rational sense. You can blame people, but it doesn't make any sense to do that. Because nobody is actually in control. Even though, pretty universally, we all believe we're in control, which is a wild thing. It's a wild thing that happens in this world. It's so different than the way it seems.